Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. Spartak Moscow have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
We have already started here. Aim forwards. It's a mighty looking ball that. Played into space out wide. Oh, that's neat. Cross deflected behind for a corner. With nicely by the defence. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Decent chance! Spartak Moscow, this frantic spell of games. Congestion always brings with it issues around fatigue and injury.
Yeah, and the manager has got to look towards squad rotation now. A bigger part of his job is to keep out the freshness and energy of that team.
A foul. A simple decision for the referee. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. That's going to go a long way. Spartak Moscow have a terrific defensive record over the last 5 games. And it's played forward, nicely intercepted. There's a probing ball. Spartak Moscow still without a single shot on target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Sarari. That's a good one he's making there. Lofted upfield. Played with finesse. And he cuts out the supply. Sarari. picking out. That has been knocked clear. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Jetson. Oh, what a pass! Spread out to the left. Jetson, he's found a way through, and he shoots! Cleared without complication. Oh, he's really drilled it. Oh, he's found him in space. Things may have been different. Clearance is short. Jiku does really well to win the ball there. Jetson Fernandez. Giving way, has been tight. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Moved on forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Out to the right. To play it in. It's good distance on it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Long time, excellent interception. Jetson Fernandez. It's Fernandez!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This possibly the last play of the half. The referee brings the first half to a close. Decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. Here we go again.
Spartak Moscow are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Fernandez gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Liga coming into this game on the back of a really good result, and their boss must take an awful lot of credit for that.
Look, to alter the intended game plan was a daring move on the manager's part. It wasn't quite working for him, and he accepted his mistake. And I think what followed merits a lot of praise.
Can he get onto this? Now that's well seen too. Sarari. And the shot! change in personnel. Muscular approach does pay off here. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. He's shifting through the gears here. Solari. Oh, it's played into the area. Danger averted for now. Couple of changes then in quick succession. The referee's awarded a free kick. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Clears it away. Brilliantly cut out. That's really well manoeuvred.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Solari is steaming forward. It's a great ball. Could move up a gear here. And there's green grass ahead of him. He is through here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, great chance! Solari, gently done. He welcomes it in. To cut it out.
There's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Ah, he's given it away! Jiku shifted upfield, played out to the right. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Spartak Moscow really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That has been cut short.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Marco. That is lovely. Wins the duel this time.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Solari. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He was driving forward.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Played forward, and time is up. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Spartak Moscow certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
чем к ним придет, к тому попадет. У них столько побед, у них столько наград, но по законам игры один другому не рад. Камон, 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 ЦСКА, камон, 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 Спартак. Каждый матч это бой до последних минут, за свой клуб они рубахи порвут. Ой, да в поле, ой, да в чистом поле, парни рубятся по доброй воле. Не погружаясь в глубокие дебри, смотри, главное столичные дерби.
ЦСКА «Спартак» в воскресенье в 18:55 на Матч Премьер.
Пусть наш противник хитер и силен, но ЦСКА все равно чемпион. И от Аги до британских морей Красная Армия всех сильней.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. As you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Brilliant feeling this for you, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. A game this so far beyond the ordinary. Spartak Moscow has the league's best defensive record. Chiku. Barco. Solari. Verde wins the duel this time. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, the referee's given it. Gets a good foot in there. Fernandez, he's the guilty party there. It's not taken him long. That's going to be a booking.
pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. CSKA Moscow, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
I think tactically he didn't make a good job of things for starters, and then compounded matters in trying to correct it. I only hope he sticks in.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. An element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Tries a deft little ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Good work on the right flank here. Nothing wrong with that tackle, all won cleanly. It's Ruiz! Straight at the keeper.
Ruiz just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
So what can they make of... And the finish!
CSKA Moscow, well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Chiku. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Jetson. Barco, Jetson. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Verde. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Barco. Short changes him with that pass. Now who's going to be first to this? Well played, he's taken that really cleanly. Ruiz, that's a deception, his positioning was spot on. Barco, a heavy challenge. Half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there, we've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The first half compared with your expectations?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the action is back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Spartak Moscow have a terrific defensive record over the last 5 games. Oh, good spread. Keeps on running. Solari plays it in low. Gets good distance on it. Played out wide. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. Out to the left it goes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Out towards the flank. Picks it up out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Crossed into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. There's going to be another change here. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. And he's onside. He's found a way through. And that is out of play. A couple of changes then in quick succession. Frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. The score approach does pay off here. Moved on forwards. Ruiz. Shot, surely!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. a win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That's a foul in a dangerous area. That's very neat. Now here's the delivery.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Shot at goal!
Ruiz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Garcia receives it in a good position here. Garcia has it out wide and in space. That looks a cracking ball. Shoots! It's run loose here. And that's that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.